Navigating the world of high-net-worth individuals is more complicated than you might think. Sure, it's all glitz, glam, and luxury on the surface, but there are unwritten rules that can make or break your reputation in these elite circles. Today, we're diving into 6 social faux pas you should avoid at all costs if you want to fit in seamlessly and make a lasting impression. Welcome back to the Trophy Wife's Guide to Life. If you're serious about mastering the art of high-value socializing and living a life of luxury, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And stick around until the end. One of these mistakes could be the very reason people find themselves snubbed or excluded from future high-profile events. Let's jump in with faux pas number 1, or oversharing personal or financial details. It's tempting to bond over shared experiences, but in high-net-worth circles, sharing too much, especially about your finances or personal life, is considered a major misstep. These people value discretion and prefer conversations that are meaningful yet maintain a certain level of mystery. No one wants to hear about your investment returns, how much your vacation cost, or the specifics of your partner's salary. Instead, keep conversations light but engaging. Discuss art, travel, or the latest developments in technology or philanthropy. The key is to be interesting without revealing too much. High-value individuals appreciate people who can hold a stimulating conversation without making it feel like a financial or personal disclosure. Remember, being mysterious can be far more intriguing than laying out all your cards on the table. And don't think you can get away with humble bragging either. Even subtle attempts to show off can come across as tasteless. In these circles, wealth is often understated, not flaunted, so be mindful of how you talk about your life. Next up, we have faux pas number 2, gossiping or speaking negatively about others. In high-net-worth circles, the world is smaller than you think. Gossip spreads quickly, and word travels faster than a private jet. If you're caught gossiping about someone, especially a fellow member of the elite, expect your reputation to take a hit. People will assume that if you're willing to speak poorly about someone else, you're just as likely to do the same to them. Instead, stay neutral or say something kind when someone brings up a controversial topic or individual. Even if you have an opinion, learn to keep it to yourself. You can acknowledge the conversation without adding fuel to the fire, and this will position you as someone who's trustworthy and above petty drama. High-value individuals prefer to surround themselves with people who uplift others, not those who bring them down. Being known as a person of integrity and discretion will earn you far more respect than sharing a juicy piece of gossip ever could. As for faux pas number 3, this one is arriving under or overdressed. This might sound trivial, but your attire speaks volumes about your understanding of social codes. Arriving at an event underdressed can make you look out of place, but showing up overdressed, wearing a ball gown to a garden party, for example, can be equally embarrassing. In high-net-worth circles, there's a fine line between making a statement and sticking out for the wrong reasons. How do you get it right? When in doubt, ask your host about the dress code, or research the venue and the crowd you'll be mingling with. A good rule of thumb is to opt for timeless elegance over trendy or extravagant outfits. For women, a classic cocktail dress or a tailored pantsuit works wonders, while men can't go wrong with a well-fitted blazer. It's all about exuding understated luxury. And don't underestimate the power of accessories. A classic watch, subtle yet stunning jewelry, or a designer handbag can elevate your look without making you appear flashy. The goal is to blend in effortlessly while still looking polished and confident. Faux pas number 4 is a common one, especially when women feel nervous or out of place, but this one is failing to introduce yourself or others properly. In high-value social settings, introductions are an art form. Failing to introduce yourself or others properly can come across as rude or socially inept. If you're standing next to someone you know and someone else approaches, make sure to facilitate a warm introduction. It shows that you're thoughtful and aware of the people around you. Similarly, when meeting someone for the first time, introduce yourself confidently, but without coming off as too aggressive. Hi, I'm Emily, and I've heard so much about your philanthropic work, is far more charming than a dry, I'm Emily. Tailor your introductions to the context and be sure to offer a firm handshake and genuine smile. This small social skill can open doors for you. People in these circles are constantly networking, and a well-done introduction can leave a lasting impression. If you can master this, you'll be seen as someone who understands the unspoken rules of high-value socializing. On an opposite note, we have faux pas number 5, which is interrupting or dominating conversations. No one likes a conversation hog, especially not in elite circles where people value intellect and thoughtful dialogue. Cutting people off or dominating the conversation makes you come across as self-absorbed and unaware of social dynamics. High-value individuals appreciate those who listen actively and contribute meaningfully when it's their turn. If you find yourself getting too excited, take a breath and wait for the right moment to speak. Remember that thoughtful questions are often more appreciated than long-winded stories. If you notice someone else hasn't had a chance to speak, gracefully pass the conversation to them. I'd love to hear what Sarah thinks about this. Shows that you're considerate and socially aware. Balance is key here. You want to be an engaging participant, but you also need to make space for others to share. High-value socializing is like a dance. Knowing when to step forward and when to step back makes all the difference. And as taboo as it may be to bring up, we can't possibly skip over socially sabotaging faux pas number 6, which is overindulging in alcohol. Last but certainly not least, overindulging in alcohol is one of the biggest social faux pas you can make. High net worth events often have an abundance of expensive wines and craft cocktails, but that doesn't mean you should lose control. One too many drinks can lead to embarrassing behavior, slurred speech, or even spilling secrets you'd otherwise keep to yourself. Pace yourself and know your limits. If you're feeling nervous, sip a non-alcoholic beverage or alternate between drinks and water. The goal is to stay polished and composed throughout the event. Being remembered as the person who had one too many is a reputation killer and could lead to fewer invitations in the future. And here's a pro tip. Always keep your drink in your left hand. This way, your right hand is free for handshakes and introductions, and your drink won't get in the way of socializing. It's these little tricks that set polished socialites apart from the rest. And there you have it, 6 social faux pas to avoid in high net worth circles. Which one surprised you the most? Drop a comment and let me know. If you're serious about perfecting your high-value social skills and want more insider tips, make sure to subscribe to the Trophy Wife's Guide to Life. And don't forget to check out our exclusive 3-part video course on how to secure a high-value man for more strategies to elevate your love and lifestyle. Thanks for watching. And remember, in the world of the elite, every detail matters.